This is not my first lay down stay down cover. You can still find my California Jamming version abbreviated mini cover here on my YouTube channel, but in this video I have a look at the original recording from Burn, because there are a couple of differences. There is a lot of funky stuff, harmonies going on, obviously in the solo, but in the chorus as well, and the riff is also doubled in the octave. So let's start with that. So you generally play the riff and this is fine if you're playing it alone, but on the record there's actually an octave harmony, exactly where you're jumping up for the second part in the California Jamming or the live version. But the funny thing is that on the record you're still jumping up to the octave while there's still the octave harmony going on. So the riff is, and you shouldn't necessarily come up here, or Blackmore shouldn't have come up here. He would have jumped back down to, but that's not what he's doing. So for the second half of the riff, both guitars are up here at the octave, which is a little weird, but sounds good. And then the only thing for the verse is, it is power chords, but there's this slide down on the A's. So that's something interesting, and to be honest, there's actually a slide happening in the riff as well. That's how I hear it on the left side. That's the main guitar. So that's basically the riff and the verses. Let's talk about the choruses one by one, but let's listen to the first one first. So what's going on is basically this major pentatonic sort of funky riffing going on, very similar to Might Just Take Your Life, which is funny because that's exactly the previous track on Burn. So same thing, almost something very similar is happening. Here we are starting on an A chord and then go to a D chord. In Might Just Take Your Life you're mainly playing those licks over the J chord. That sort of stuff. Here just start with the A octave. So that's basically the bluegrass country lick. You can tie it to. You can play around with this, but you can also learn what Blackmore played. I tried to play it and tab it as much as I could hear. So in the first chorus he kind of stays with this. So there's this blues minor pentatonic thing going on, but mainly it's major pentatonic. And for the G chord, what he's doing is he's lining up for this B note right here, 9th fret of the D string. That is basically a major third harmony for the G chord or the G note. Let's listen to the second chorus because it's a little different there. so the second chorus is more minor pentatonic, more of a highball shooter, so it's more in the spirit of highball shooter. But the point is, it is minor pentatonic, not major anymore. It's minor pentatonic, so it's more of a compared to the. And the tricky thing here is he's not playing the D's, the D chords, the D majors as specifically or as dominantly as he does in the first chorus. So he's more just coming up the C, D, G's thing, 5 to 7. But I think it still sounds cool. That these are on the right side of the track, by the way. And let's listen to the third version, because surprise, surprise, it's played with slide. So yeah, it's a little bit weird that for the third chorus, Blackmore brings in the slide, especially that there's no slide anywhere else in here. And what he's basically playing is just double stuff. So that's basically just the top half of your power chord, kind of like playing Smoke on the Water. So that's sort of the thing. And then he adds a couple of licks in the second time round. So it's just your third, minor third to the root. And then slide up to, well, it would be the major second for the E chord. For the A chord, but you're basically again harmonizing the G. That's the major third of the G. Let's quickly talk about the regular chorus as well, because it's just E chord to D chord 2 times, and then the lick, this chromatic sort of pentatonic lick. But Blackmore on the record, I think he's kind of playing. And in the live version, he's just playing the D chord. And this is what I do in the last chorus, the third chorus, but in the previous two I do this rock and roll pattern. I kind of shuffle it through. So that's mainly the song. There are a couple of harmonies in there of, but I think the trick there is, if you're playing it live, or if you already know the live version, you've checked out my California jamming video, that's basically what I play there. That's the main thing, and the harmonies are less exciting. So on the record, he's doing this for I don't know, 16 bars. Because the harmony comes up. And then the other harmonies. So those are sort of the harmonies. I think the easiest way to get them is with the tab, and I think that could conclude this lesson. Hope it was helpful. You know, I am always available for Skype if you need more guidance with this song or anything else. And other than that, let's see you in the next video.